Hi students, I am here with another chapter from First Flight, chapter number 3, two stories about flying. There are two parts in this story, children. I am dealing with the first part today, his first flight, children. So it will be bifurcated into two. Today's video is about his first flight. This story is a very inspiring story, children. It tells us that bravery and cowardice are relative terms. We should not let fear empower our mind. Because if we let the fear to empower our mind, we will not be able to face challenges in life. With the result, we should be positive to face all ordeals, to face all challenges in life. About this story, it's about the story of seagulls. Seagulls are birds, children, comprising of 6 family members. This story is very, very interesting because it teaches us very important lesson. The story is revolving around the youngest seagull who did not want to fly. His parents, his brother and sisters always provoked him to take his first flight, but he would not. Why he would not is the question, children. Because this youngest seagull had a fair psychosis in his mind, a mental block in his mind that if I take my first flight, I might fall. With the result, I will get killed. Then who is there to save me? So these thoughts kept on lurking his mind. With the result, he never made an attempt to take his first flight. His mother, his father, his brothers and sisters all kept on provoking him, but he did not pay any heed to him. But what happened? The family had to teach him. The family could not keep him dependent upon food. The family could not keep him there on the ledge always, children. The family wanted him to come out of that shell, fly, enjoy life, and hunt food for himself. So they left him alone there. With the result, he had nobody around him, no mother, no father, no brothers and sisters. He would watch from where he was, his brothers and sisters, his mother, father enjoying, soaring high up in the sky, diving, doing somersaults, but he would not think of flying. He had become dependent for food on his parents. But when they took this initiative of leaving him alone, of his own, they did not give him food also. But as you know, food is very important for life. It's a petrol in our body which keeps us going. So he started feeling the pangs of hunger. He started feeling the scorching heat. So what could he do? He was also intelligent, children. He also utilized his moves. So what did he do? He started moving to the ledge because he thought that if my family sees me, they would feel sympathy for me and give me food. But the family was all together. They wanted to teach him, so they did not pay any attention to him. Except the mother. As you all know, motherhood is a very sacred tool in everybody's life. It's rather the mantra of life, the motherhood. It is the mother who teaches us everything. The mother thought that this seagull has come to the ledge and that was the opportune time to cash on it. She hunted a piece of fish, went just near him, not exactly near him, stood halfway and started tearing that piece of flesh. What was she doing? Why was she tearing deliberately that piece of flesh? She was trying to instigate the seagull to dive at that piece of fish because she knew that the small seagull was hungry for food. When he saw his mother tearing the piece of fish, He thought, why she's not coming near me and giving me food? But that hunger was so much, it empowered him, and suddenly he dived at that piece of fish which mother had under her feet, and he started falling down, screaming, children. When he reached down, he thought, I'm about to die now because I'll drown. I will dive in this and I will drown. He spread his wings outwards and started flying up in the sky. He started flying, children. He started soaring high up in the sky. When the family saw it, it was a wonderful moment, a joyous moment, a victorious moment for the family, because the youngest seagull had taken his first flight. They were all happy, as well as the seagull, flying, diving, soaring up with the entire family. Now, children, if we try to correlate this with our life, we never took the first step of our life ourselves. And listen, auntie, somebody in the family beckoned us, provoked us to take that first step. Because you were also scared. I was also scared of taking that first step. Probably we might fall. We might hit ourselves. But something, a beautiful toy, or a delicious biscuit, or a piece of chocolate, provoked us to take that first step, and which helped us to walk miles together in our life. That's a beautiful story, children, with such an amazing message. What is the message of this story? The message is we should introspect ourselves. We should believe and trust ourselves. And we should not let fear overcome ourselves. Because if we trust ourselves, we believe in ourselves, we are able to face all the challenges. That was the end of the story. And like I always say, some of the few important questions I'll be dealing now. The first question, why was the seagull afraid of flying? As I said, seagull had a mental block, had a fear psychosis, that if I fly, I will fall down and I will drown, I will get killed. Similarly, as I told you, the baby takes the first step with somebody's help, and he or she feels that if I walk, I will fall. So that was a fair psychosis in his mind, that first flight if I take, I will fall and get killed. Second question, the sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest? First of all, who provoked him to fly? That was his mother, the best teacher in our life. She thought, since he has come to the ledge, that's the opportune time for me to make him independent. So she brought that piece of flesh. Food maddened him. Mother acted as a catalyst. Mother intensified his hunger and provoked him to fly. So that sight of food maddened him, children, and he dashed at that food and he started taking his first flight. The third and the last question, they were beckoning to him. Why did the seagull father and mother threaten him? They means the entire family. They were worried that he's not taking to his flight. He's not becoming independent. So they all beckoned him. They all threatened him. And they finally left him alone there and they flew off without paying attention to him. And that leaving him independent of his own, not giving him food, not feeding him, not making him independent, helped the little seagull. And that was the only tool which helped him to fly. So an inspiring story, children. I hope you liked today's story. Thank you very much and have a great day.